Welcome to Ice Age TV. It's a should I or shouldn't I do it day. I think most here will say yeah. This is my 2019 GT PP1 package, 10-speed auto that I bought, believe it or not, close to 3 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. For me to own a car 2.5 years, I mean, that's like a record, right? Not really, but okay. So today, do I trade this for something else? Follow me along. Okay, guess where I am? Yeah. Called a Ford dealership, and guess what is over here? That's a GT500 magnetic, and it's a 2020. And gee, I wonder how I know this car. Yeah, I know this car because I owned it at one time not too long ago, and guess what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to buy it back. I've never ever in my lifetime purchased a car back that I have bought and traded in or outright sold. Crazy. And the gentleman that bought it from me, now the story here is that was my car, and I sold it because I got good money for it back in June, and I really regretted that decision. So I'm back, and yep, I'm getting ready to buy it back, which I never ever have done in all the years I have owned cars. I've never bought a car back. But this is number 712 production, pre-pandemic, in February last year. And it was actually built on my mom's birthday. So yeah, with all that said, right, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm buying back my car I sold back in June. Crazy times. But in all reality, we're still hammering numbers out, so I'm taking the proactive approach that I'm going to get it, but we'll see. Now, one thing about this GT500, let's start her up and listen to her. Now we can hit the right button. That. Not too shabby, huh? The question is, yep, so I traded her in with 3,800 miles. Tinted the windows out. I want to pop the hood and see what he did with my intake, my air filter intake. If he traded that back in, change it back to stock. Let's see. Now, he took off the gurney flap, which that's kind of a whole other story. Got my cover. Interesting, he must have put new floor mats in. He gave back my front deflectors, but I don't see my air intake factory one. I wonder if what he did with that. Huh. I'm scared to look now. All right, so he took it back to factory. Isn't that interesting? So I bet you he took that off and he sold it and made 200, 300 bucks off that thing. Interesting. All right, very interesting. I damaged his front wheel, so he got a new wheel for it, which that's pretty cool, right? So, not bad. All right. How nutty can you be? Yeah. Hey, wait a second. Didn't I buy this car like close to a year and a half? February of 2020. Damn. Jeez. Let me tell you. Incredible. Here we are. There is the buyback car that I've never ever done in my life. Buy back a car. How crazy are you? But hey, let's hear her start up and go have some fun. Wowsker. Jeez. Yep, I'm back. Man, this GT500, they are just so much fun. And you know, for me, owning all the cars I've owned throughout my life, to be buying back a car I traded, or I should say, I didn't trade it, I just sold it back to dealership. And to literally be buying a car back, I've never done it. Now, sure, have I thought about doing it? I've had some cars, like, yeah, but to actually me go and do it, so wow, this car is just, you know, unless you drive one of these, which I don't know if the average guy is going to be able to drive one, because it ain't like your local Ford dealer is going to let you drive one. Now, the used market side, like this is, if you're pretty serious, they're going to let you drive one. Brand new one, can't see that happening, but anyways, what a crazy story for me to have sold this car back in June and gave it back to my selling dealer, and then, you know, really regretted that. I really thought, man, I just shouldn't have done that. Why'd I do that? So, and then to have the car show back up at the selling dealership I sold it to, and the gentleman that owned it before me really did a great job of taking care of it, and he actually changed back some things to kind of factory, and you know, just wow, just to really believe that I now have this car back. It's just crazy. Yikes, right? But I gotta tell you what, this should be one of my cars that I keep forever. And you would have to think that would be the end result for me going back and buying her back. Wow. Wowsker. So the gentleman that owned it before me didn't change out his home link, which that's interesting, because it's still programmed to my property. Crazy. What's the odds of that, right? Let me see if it works over there too. All right, she's back in her good old home. Her favorite parking spot, right? Oh, yikes. Can't even believe I did what I just did, or can I believe it? I gotta tell you, I just think this car will be valuable for a long, long time. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And what's interesting is another Ford dealership I deal with got a used 2020 GT500, black, all black. And actually I did drive it and look at it yesterday, and I just couldn't get excited. I mean, sorry for any of the black GT500 owners, but it didn't have any stripes, or, you know, it just didn't have like that pop out at you type of look, if you know what I mean. And yeah, the beauty is in the beholder of each other's eyes. I know that, but I just really think that the way this car is set up with the paint, the lower stripes, and the top stripes over the roof and the hood, and I just think that this color really is the real deal for me, at least. So incredible, to say the least, that this car that I sold was actually purchased rather quickly and then came back. So I guess you could say it was meant to be. All right, I'm doing the walk around on my brand new used GT500 that I sold and just bought back. And what's interesting is the gentleman that bought this car, he replaced this rear spoiler. Because this rear spoiler, it was scratched like crazy. The selling dealer, you know, I don't know what they did to it, but it just tore it all up. So there's the first thing he did. And then he tinted the windows, which that's pretty cool. Which actually I kind of had reserved feelings on tinting the windows, but he did a good job there. And then the next thing he did is he got the wheel replaced up front. And actually they put 2 new tires on the front, which that's pretty cool. But I can tell here in the back side that he did burnouts. I can feel the rubber up in here, and the tire tread definitely is a lot, you know, it's a lot less. So I'll be buying new rear tires, I'm sure, sooner than later, which that's kind of a bummer. And other than that, it looks like for the most part he didn't do a lot more to the car, which fortunately that's a good thing, because I want my car back the way it was, if you know what I mean. So there you go. We're here doing the buyback on the GT500. Never done it before, and yikes, right? You can only hope that I keep this car forever now.